Don't lie to me. Don't be shy. I just wanna talk to you.
Now they say,
Мэтти, а теперь давай по-русски.
no, no. So then
First name,
Matthew,
second name,
David,
surname,
Sapp,
nationality,
American,
occupation,
volunteer,
education,
bachelor's degree at the University of Dayton. Action. Jimmy's teacher was a perfectionist and demanded the very best of his pupils. Every time Jimmy handed him a poor paper, the teacher would get furious.
I just wanna talk to you.
Мэтью, а кем ты хочешь быть в этой жизни?
Oh, that's a very good and difficult question to answer, but I'd like to work in politics since that was my major in college. I don't know what capacity, maybe as a diplomat, maybe in an embassy, or maybe just overseas. My junior year of college, I interned for my congressman in Washington, D.C. I worked on Capitol Hill, and there I was called an intern. And basically what I did was give Capitol tours to, we call them constituents, which are just local members of that district. So they would come and visit D.C. I would say, do you want to go on a Capitol tour? Or they would sign up to take a Capitol tour, and I would be their guide. I would show them the sights and give them the history of each room and the paintings. So.
А как насчет Моники?
Oh, no. I can't play the saxophone, so I would never have that in like her father does. But the person that I met that was the most famous was, our old president, George Bush.
И тебе удалось с ним поболтать?
He walked by me. That was all I can say.
А в Белом доме тебе понравилось работать?
If I got paid for it, yes. But during that time, as an intern, it's usually free. So I worked. It's, again, another thing for experience. To put on your resume, to bolster your experience, to show future employers that this person is reliable, he has a good background, and we should hire him.
47% американцев полностью удовлетворены своей работой. Самые популярные профессии – священник, пожарный, физиотерапевт, писатель, учитель, художник, психолог и инженер. Меньше всего удовлетворены своей работой официанты, грузчики, кассиры, продавцы и чернорабочие.
А что в работниках кажется самым притягательным для американских работодателей?
The most attractive? Well, one that has shown that they can retain or hold a job for a while. American employers don't like to see people that have high job turnover. That is, someone that had a job for 6 months and then they left or were laid off or quit and then got another job for 4 months and then left, got laid off or quit. They want to see consistency. They want to see someone with a sustainable work history so they'll be able to know that they can rely on this person. It's very important to dress good, to dress the part. So if I was going to be a businessman, I would dress in a nice three-piece suit. I'd come in and have good knowledge on the company that I was applying for. I wouldn't walk into Privatbank and just be like, hello, I have no idea about your company, I have nothing, but just ask me questions.
А какие вопросы обычно бывают на собеседовании?
The questions, they would look at my resume and they would ask, why do you want this job? And when it was for the internship, I said, well, being a political science major, I feel that it's very important for me to expand my knowledge and horizons in the political world, especially at our nation's capital, because that's where many of the important laws and many of the important state figureheads work. And I believe that me being able to have this opportunity to participate and to intern with my congressman, who I voted for and respect, would be a very great opportunity, and I think that I'm one of the best candidates for this. You need to smile, you need to have good, it's body language.
А ты можешь показать знаменитую американскую улыбку?
Oh, I can't smile that well, but, you don't want to do it overboard, like creepy like, but you want to smile and just have positive body language. Leaning forward, everything's open, don't close yourself off, and be able to look them in the eyes and respond eye to eye, because that's very important. They don't want someone like, and then, you know, I'm all right at faxing, can fax. They don't want that. They want someone with confidence, and they want someone that's dressed well, and someone that knows what that person does, what that person wants from them, what the employer wants from them.
А правда ли, что в Америке нельзя просто так сказать своей симпатичной коллеге, что она хорошо выглядит?
You can say that, but you have to be careful. Definitely if it's someone new. Like, I worked there for 5 years, and I know someone like, oh, you look nice today. I'm like, oh, thanks. Then it's fine. But if she was a new employee, and I was like, hey, you look really nice today, then it's scary and it's not professional. So it's the context. It's the person especially. Like, if I come over to your desk and be like, hey, how was your weekend without me? So it can be unprofessional. It depends on the person, really. Depends on the context.
Я достаю из широких штанин insurance policy. Страховой полис на все случаи жизни. For any case in life.
А с какого возраста дети в Америке могут работать?
You can work at 15, 20 hours a week. I began at 15. I was a lifeguard when I was 15. So I would sit at the pool, watch kids, don't run. Yeah? Don't you run, and what else? Have my whistle, twirl my whistle, and just make sure no one was drowning in the pool. It was easy. I only worked like 4 hours at a time. So, but you needed to have your own money, because my mom started, I'm not going to give you money to do whatever you want with. You need to work to make. So I did.
Американцы работают больше жителей других стран. В частности, на 300 часов в год больше, чем европейцы. Кроме того, они чаще меняют работу. В среднем американцы в промежуток с 18 до 37 лет меняют место работы в 10 раз.
So when I was studying in the university, I worked as a salesman. So I would finish my classes, drive to work, come home around 9 in the night, and study, and then go to class and do it over again. I sold spas, jacuzzis, and in-ground and above-ground pools. So that was commission. So if I didn't sell a pool, I didn't get any money. You needed to get 10% of your sale went to you. So what motivated me to sell was the fact that if I sold something $10,000, that means I got, $1,000 off of that, which is a good motivation. So, it's always that you kind of have to push yourself sometimes. As a salesman, I had to push myself, learn about the product knowledge, and be able to sell, be personable, like, hello, sir, how may I help you? Customer service is very important. And dealing with people in any country is very exhausting, because people are different sometimes, and they demand a lot, or they just expect. Dealing with people can be exhausting. But working in construction, that was different, because we were just 3 people. And the boss said, I need a rock wall, I need ditches, and I need a stone patio. And he left. And he went and did another thing. And we were just there building on our own in the mountains, quietness, moving rocks, driving excavators and such, and just flattening out land and digging holes. So it was much more, you were at peace with yourself. You knew what had to be done. You didn't really need to talk. And it was very good exercise. And the people that I worked with, it was just so much fun to work outside, and the camaraderie of just 3 guys just building. You could step back and be like, I built that wall, I dug that trench, I did that patio. Like, you could look at your work and you could see what you did, and it was tangible, and there was the result right in front of you. So it'd be like, yeah. And it made you feel kind of like more of a man, kind of just like, yeah, I built that, so what?
А как влияет качество твоего образования на твою зарплату?
It's very important, and it has a very, very close, it corresponds closely to your education. If I don't have a bachelor's degree, I just have a basic education, I have a high school degree, I have no specialty. I know English, I know a little history, I know a little science, I know a little bit of everything. But if I wanted to be an economist with a high school degree, I wouldn't get hired. But if I had a college degree, even a political science major like me could possibly become an economist through the right people. But you need to have that as, it's a prerequisite. It's necessary to have before you can really get into a career. If you want to just have a job, high school. But if you want to have a career, you need college or the university.
Мэтью, а как насчет великого и ужасного Билла Гейтса? Он колледж так и не закончил.
Yeah, he's a smart guy, and he's lucky, and I mean, he came at the right time at the right place, because computers were not really, they were just starting, and he came up with a software to make it easy to kind of navigate the computer and the internet and everything, and he was at the right place at the right time, and he's a very smart man in general, so well done, Bill. But yeah, that's not the typical person. You won't run into a lot of Bill Gateses in America.
Средний балл американских миллионеров за время обучения в колледже составляет 2,9 из возможных 6. 20% американских миллионеров вообще никогда не учились в университете. Глава компании Southern Bloomer Manufacturing Дональд Соннер всего 1 год проучился в средней школе.
Достаточно ли быть просто умным для того, чтобы быть успешным в Америке?
Is it easy?
Достаточно ли?
No, it's enough. It's enough. But to be, I mean, there's a lot of other things that can be very important, like people that you know is very important. There's a saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So if I know the right people, but I'm not very smart, it doesn't matter. I'm going to use those people to progress my career. And then also it's family background. If I have the Gates name, of course they're going to be like, oh, I know your father. Yes, yes. Again, that's not what you know, it's who you know. Also education. If I went to Harvard or I went to Oxford, sometimes they just see that and don't even look further. They'd be like, he's an Oxford boy, let's hire him. He must know what he's talking about. So it's the educational, kind of the name itself. It's a brand name. So that's very important, but being a smart person, and what's really important in America, I would say, and to my mind, is motivation and ambition. If you want to be something, if you don't have the contacts, you need to be motivated and motivate yourself to go and do it, because no one's going to do it for you. So if I was motivated enough I think, especially here, you need to be active. You need to be active in your community, and you especially need to be active in your school. Because I know the most, and I see the most, and I hear about the most, the people in my institute that are active. Oh, Tanya, she just did a nice little conference on HIV and AIDS. And, oh, Boris, he was there. He helped the kids at the internat. He showed them how to play American football. And they're mentioned the most, and they're the ones that do the KVN. And they're the ones that have a big role in student life. So they're the ones that will most likely be successful, because people know them. There's the contact part. People know about them. Their name is around. And also being smart, it really helps, but being active and putting yourself out there is very important. So that's creating the opportunity for your...
Что делать, когда вернешься в Америку?
Well, I want to get my master's degree. So I would go back to school and study international politics or international security, able to move on to another job. But I can't really I'd like to work either in an embassy or a diplomat, but I don't really know how to accomplish that right now.
I just wanna talk to you.